Oh, is it working? Am I live? I think I am live. Oh, is it working? Am I live? I think I am live. Yeah, I think I am live. I'm definitely live. Cool. I have video this time. It's been nearly a month since I've done a live stream, so why don't we do a live stream? What could go wrong? Okay, so the stream is going. So now, if I share the link somewhere, yeah, here, Vesuvius. Whoa. Okay, so here's the link. Then we go to Discord. Don't switch. Working on my scroll viewer live. Feel free to jump in and say hello. Cool. Okay. That's good. Here, I'll send it to my college friends too. Where's that server here? Let's actually send it in another group chat. Group me. Ooh, one watching now. Cool. That's probably me. Log into group me, verify my account. 8351. 8351. Okay, cool. That's sent out again. Cool. Let's get going. So I've made a bunch of big improvements over the past month since I last streamed. Now the data processing is done on like a separate program, or more specifically a separate Python script, which is nice because the eventual idea is that you will be able to like have your data processing done on a different computer, and after you've done your data processing, you'll stream it to like your little computer, just running the client, and then kind of view like a representation there. So that means you can like view the whole scroll on your little MacBook Air and do all your like big hefty data processing, ink detection on another server, probably in the cloud somewhere or something. Right now I'm just running both of those in on my local machine, obviously because it's easy for development and I'm not doing anything too crazy, or at least not yet. But while I was working on that, I discovered that the way I'm like ordering and like rendering my matrices is incorrect. So this should be a smooth gradient from perfectly white to perfectly transparent. But as you can see, it's not. It's like it's perfectly white at the bottom like it should be, and then it's like turns white again in the middle, and then it's like grrr, and then it turns white again in the middle of that, and then becomes dimmer, and like all these things. It looks like a merge sort almost, right? Because it's like split in the middle. Which is very strange. So I think this is actually the middlemost value right there. And if we like look at it in different color schemes, yeah, that seems about correct, right? It's like this one's the biggest rainbow, yeah. So like bright red is like the end, and then like blue is like the most transparent, right? And then so this, it seems to go like this to there, to there, to there, to there. I don't know. But I think this one right here, this top one, is the middlemost value. Let's see. If we go like deep blue and then back at your distance. So this one is the URL that we care about to look at the gradient. And we can see that the middlemost value of the gradient is this like green. It's not that, it's this yellow. So actually I was incorrect. This is not the middlemost value. I have no idea what's going on here. And if you change this up by 1, for example, so now it's not, it's 56 by 56 by 56, but now it's 56 by 57 by 56, and you load it, it is like shifted incorrectly. Maybe not on this axis. Here, let's try another axis. 56. Yeah, and sometimes when you try to load it, it just doesn't like load anything at all because it thinks it's like out of memory, which is like not true, right? So it's saying desired upload requires more bytes than are available. I don't know what's going on there either. I think maybe there's like some header being put in front of it, but I'm really not sure. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm figuring out. Let's check the comments. 2 watching. What? Why are 2 people watching this? Again, I think I'm one of them. But yeah, that's a lot of people. Close this, open this. And then I'm gonna have another browser window here that I can use to search as I talk. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. The first thing I kind of want to tackle is this like memory disparity. And it's not consistent. So like if let's copy paste this request URL. So copy, reload, about, paste this in, paste, load. Here it thinks it's loaded. It hasn't actually loaded anything. Oh no, actually it's just throwing the same error. So maybe it is consistent and I just sometimes don't get it. I don't know if that's true though. So here it loads correctly. Well, it loads at all. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. So, let's what is there to do? Maybe well, I thought about the army design, you must be high. Oh, I know what we should do. Let's make this a straight diagonal line from like the 0 value to the maximum value. I think that would be a good idea. So which is all zeros. Cool. Well, I thought about you, and I thought, yeah, there's a first thing. What if it's not a cube? Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just going to draw a single diagonal line through the volume, and then we'll see what that looks like. And because it's what on earth? Calculate the number of steps. Yep. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll buy this. And let's put it in here. Wrong VS Code window. Here. And we go down here. And over here. And we okay, so we want to return this line, and we know that the line is returned here. So we'll just comment out where we make this gradient that we were just talking about. What's the purpose of drawing this line? So my render is super messed up. It's not super messed up, but for some reason it is it's drawing everything incorrectly. Let me show you. but it's getting things out of order, and I don't know why or how. So this is supposed to be a smooth gradient from bright white to like completely transparent, and it's supposed to be like super smooth, but it's not. It's like jumping around and something's getting messed up, and I don't know why. So I'm thinking if we draw this line, maybe that'll offer more insight as to like how things are jumping around. How are you calculating the colors? Oh, so there's a gradient actually, which the colors can be assigned to. So it's a single value for each like voxel or cube in the whole volume, and that's like like the density at that certain point. And then you take that single value and you map it to like a gradient of colors. So I can show you the gradients here. We have a bunch of different options. So this one's eat your greens, then this one's like black to white. This one's all yellow. This one's like red and blue. This one's purple. All these fun things. So this one's fun. This one's like a bright rainbow. And then this one's like an inversion of the green, which is also cool. So yeah. Yeah, that was a nice little addition, if I do say so myself. That's just a scroll. We don't want to look at that right now. Here. And then this, ChatGPT called it shape. We call it size. Okay, cool. So this theoretically should just return a line. Okay, so how are you mapping? It basically curious about the map, so you can see there's an obvious bug there. So the source code for the actual renderer is here. It's like an actual like WebGL shader, which I'm quite proud of. But basically what you do is you load your three-dimensional matrix, and you cast rays through it from the camera at the location of each pixel, and you use those densities and add them up at each ray for each pixel, and that gives you the result. The code's actually on GitHub, so I can actually just drop this in the chat. The data is processed in a few other places, so you generate the data from the like server directory, but here I can just toss this in the chat for you. I like this new file explorer from GitHub. That's cool. Here's the shader code which renders the data. So the bug could be there. I think it could also be under the server directory where I'm generating this, and I'm like doing something like with the wrong order. It's not a row major column major thing. I've tried to swap that already, but it's, I don't know, it's weird. So app.py, we make this line. Let's test this line here. Load. Loaded. Thinks it's loaded. It's not. Let's take a look. Let's make sure we're assigning it the right kind of value we would want. So, say no. Sorry, I have like 3 different windows of VS Code open. Yeah, see, we're assigning it to 1. We actually want to assign it 255. See, like ChatGPT. Load. See, so now we get this nice, actually good-looking line. Why does this line look correct? I would expect this line to look super, messed up, right? So let's maybe make this like 55 and load. Yeah, now it's a little messed up. It won't even load. It's having the out of memory error. But here, ooh, baby, that looks good. Why does that look good? So if we 560, if we make it really big. Yeah, see, this also looks fine, right? It's not jumping around anywhere. It's not doing all the messed up things we would expect it to do. 477. Here, it this is where we're getting this like out of memory error, where I think it's sending more data than it thinks it is. But I don't know. Let's if we can consistently replicate this out of memory error, 561. So 561, yeah, this is where it gets a little interesting. So load. Now it's giving the out of memory error. But if we try so let's go back to 56. I've tried this before. I've spent my whole day pulling my hair out over this. But it's a really interesting phenomenon. So if we go from 56 to 57, boop, now it's throwing the error. But before, we can just comment out that code. Oh my goodness, I need to stop opening the wrong window. If we comment out the before code, which gives you the gradient, you'll kind of see what I mean. There. I'll tab over here. Load. Load. Why is that giving a cores error? I thought I fixed the cores error. Error loading volume. The cores error is back. Okay, so this is another error I was finding. So we've got 3 errors bouncing around my head. It's giving cross origin request blocked. And it's saying, hey, you requested this from localhost 5000, but you're operating from localhost 8000. You're not allowed to do that. To which I say, yes, you are allowed to do that. Why wouldn't I be allowed to do that? That's a silly rule. Yeah, it should not be doing that. I thought I fixed that error, though, which is a little frustrating. Let's close this. Good old John Carmack. Sorry, Noah. I've been derailed by another bug. But the odd value is where it messed up earlier. Yes. It usually messes up on odd values and on non-square values. So load here. It's going to work. Please work. Please work. No. Cores error again. We'll close the tab. Do we have any other... No other scroll view tabs open. And stop this. I heard a Discord noise as well. Here. Wow. The server just totally crashed. Okay, yeah, that'll do it too. So start the server again. Back to the browser. Back to localhost. Here, load. Please work. Yes! So here it loaded, did not render though, because it's giving the out of memory error. Why is it giving the out of memory error? Is it because it's attaching a core's header? Yeah, so here, so the easy way around this is around this memory error. Well, the first thing we should do is we should print out the total memory you would expect it to take up. So here, yep. Okay. Print size expected. And that's going to be size 0 times size 1 times size of 2. And then volume shape. And that's going to be volume dot shape. And then how do you get the expected? Okay. And then let's go here. Python bytes IO get length. How can I get allocate memory length? Bytes IO dot get buffer dot end bytes. Okay, cool. Yes, this is what we care about, not the size of the object, but the size of the buffer. And then binary stream. Stream and bytes. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna print out these things, and like just kind of chill there. So Let's try and replicate one of the loading errors. Did we just do that? Why did it give a 500? What's that 500 doing there? I noticed that in your shader you were flooring certain values. You might want to add 0. Otherwise you might be having urges or through. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that could like cut off the border. Oh, yeah. Huh. I'm gonna have to make a note to try that. Here, let me make a note. Close. Here, I'm gonna copy paste your message into a note so I remember it. That's a good idea. I am going to try that when I get, yeah, which seems kind of like the issue you're having with odd numbers. It does. You could be onto something. Right now I'm having trouble loading a volume at all. So when I fix that, let's absolutely try what you're suggesting. Yes. See, why does it say? Oh, well, here it's just returning an error. Bytes object has no attribute shape. What? Why is volume? I don't like that. Why is volume dot shape? It's throwing an error here because the bytes object has no attribute shape. But I'm taking this shape here. Let's remove this actually. See if it gives the same error. Load. Here I think it's returning the whole thing, yeah. Isn't this like a stereotype of a Twitch streamer as they like sit in a dark room and like have their face half hidden and stuff? That's kind of funny. Here, yeah, why is it returning 180 by 1? What on earth? Yeah, they should be just returning the normal random numbers that I usually don't have trouble seeing. But it's not. What's there in the console? Yeah, here it thinks it wants more bytes than it usually gets. Or, sorry, it's being given more bytes than it usually receives. And this here is interesting. It's saying this response here is this many bytes were allocated, this many bytes it's trying to shove in. But sometimes it does that and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what causes the discrepancy because it's pretty random. So here, if we disable the cache, reload, about, load, it might work. No. Same error. And it's the same amount too. So what's this number, first of all? Is this like a fancy cube root of something? $94,000. Divide by 560 maybe. No. Divide by 477. No. Just not a nice number. So and this is like substantially bigger than that one too, like by a few megabytes, right? So if we $94,000 bytes to MB, Yeah, why does it mess this up too? That's like embarrassing. It's done that as long as I can remember too. And then what the heck? Okay. Yeah, right. It's messing up by 94 kilobytes, which is like a lot. So that's concerning too. Or 9.4 kilobytes, whatever it was. There's a lot of mysteries here. Where are you requesting the data and where are you copying it to this buffer? So the data is being requested from this web app from another Flask server that I wrote. And it's being copied to the buffer from here. So this is the Flask server. You request a volume. You get your like parameters from the URL of the request. Excuse me. And then this is your binary stream. But if we look here, the size of the binary stream is always correct. But then when you do this send file, it doesn't seem to be working. Here, let's Google this. Python Flask send file sometimes wrong size. Yeah, rejecting files is greater than a certain amount. No. Yeah. What if we just return it in plain text? So Flask make response plain text. It'd be interesting to returning a string and returning plain text. Can you just return binary? HTTP response return pure binary. Yeah, sending and receiving binary data. But yeah, you can find where the response is being generated and where it's copied to the buffer in the GitHub as well. Down by the river, I'm my baby. Down by the river. So yeah, let's change this send file because I think that's kind of silly, and just make it like a pure text response, which we have here. Yeah. Down by the river, I am a baby. Binary stream. Cool. This might be just breaking it even more. Who knows? About load. So you're working on the camp. Yes, joys of web programming. Everything is opaque. Exactly. So your question is, so you're working on the campfire scroll. Yes, kind of. So this is supposed to be a generic scroll viewer. I was working on getting it work with like the actual like grand prize big scrolls. But that was not. I started running into these issues like yesterday, and I've like always kind of had these issues, but they've started to get worse, and I don't know why, and I just kind of need to get to the bottom of them. So now I'm here. But yes, you can view the campfire scroll in here. Eventually, I'd like to be able to view the big scroll as well. Down by the river, I am my baby. What if we like Wireshark this or something? That'd be fun. Response. Yeah, this is the pure response. Response has been truncated. No shot. Yeah, all these headers, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. What's it encoded as? William, one shot, two let's ask ChatGPT. Flask send file function. I'm sending a file in Flask, and sometimes the result is larger than other times. Why? The response. There can be several reasons why response size varies when sending a file using Flask. No, I'm sending the same file, you doofus. Yeah, this is my guess. It's like the headers are being like messed up. Yeah, it'd be good to look at the Wireshark here. I'm working on... Oh, yeah, thank you. You're working on a scroll viewer as well. Very cool. Yeah, the more scroll viewers, the better. Let's pull up Wireshark. Wireshark. Two shots again. William, one shot, two shot. Get acquainted, download. This looks different than what I'm used to. Windows installer. Sure. Download. We're downloading Wireshark. Can you even use Wireshark to view a... Yeah, you can, because I did that. I've done that before. Next. Noted. Next. 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 Sure. Install. Dun dun dun. Here comes the Wireshark. We'll use this to examine our responses to see if something's getting messed up there. In the meantime, let's look at the JavaScript code, which is where this stuff is probably going wrong for this file size. Just go to the file. William, one shot, two shot. Why is this taking so long to install? That's funny. Bind texture, text storage, 3D. Why is this 210? I made that 210 earlier. What? Why did this code jump me down? Oh. Oh. Yeah, my computer's struggling because it's like streaming 2 videos and installing stuff. Who can blame it? William, hold me tight. I've been right since the execution. Yeah, okay. Looks like this is installed. Finish. Okay. Back to installing Wireshark. Here. Whoa, viewers. 4 views. Wow. Yeah, you guys probably don't want to look at that. Whoever you are. So I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't get why it's differently sized. That makes no sense to me. So where are we putting the actual thing into the memory? Data buffer here. Yes, it's right here. Data buffer. Where's data buffer? Well, it's from this load volume here. Yeah, function, and then request send. Yeah, so you're getting an array buffer. Here, what encoding should be used to send binary Python binary streams to an XHP.js request? Yeah. Good old Calder. We love Calder. Live working on the scroll prize Vesuvius challenge. Copy, paste. All right, now Twitter knows I'm live. So this is saying just send a binary file. Send it as an octet stream. Python NP arrays. Yeah, I just call it in. Down by the river, I got my baby. Okay, so this guy is just going to come to us with a response. We're going to return it as a JSON. No. Convert the NP array to a Python list. Serialized list is a JSON stream. No. No. What efficient encoding should be used to send large Python NumPy arrays? Yeah, that was a bad request on ChatGPT's part. Bad idea. Message pack light. Oh, that's actually interesting. And then octet stream. What is an octet stream? Unknown binary files, but whoa. Appropriate for N. That wouldn't be anything. Use Webby. We're getting safely. Hope someone else knows what it's for. Shots again. Huh. What's MSG pack light? Some JSON. This sounds miserable. Message pack. This is just, yeah. Bin binary. No! Why would I use that? It is interesting, actually. New uint 8 array. I almost like this better. I really do almost like this better. Yeah. What about sending it as raw binary? What about whoever you are, just sometimes lost my life. Oh, well, no. Is it directly? Is indeed an efficient approach? Is it? Yeah. Oh, you can specify the content length in your header. This is smart. Binary data. Remember this large numpy array is of d type uint 8. Save and submit. Okay, so here you're making a proper yeah, you're actually doing the send file again. I don't know what I think of the send file. Here, you're just making it a response, and then you're setting the content type. This almost seems better. Let's see how Wireshark is doing. It looks like Wireshark installed. Let's look at our Wireshark data. Yeah. Wireshark. This is the installer. I don't want that. This is one of my gripes with Windows 11 is I'm looking up Wireshark, and it didn't know what it was until I had to type the word Wireshark all the way in. If you just type wire, it doesn't look. What is all of this? What on earth? Sure. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it would do stuff in real time. This makes me nostalgic. You know, because I use this a lot on Starlight and stuff, so it reminds me of that. How do I just view anything? Wireshark view all requests from localhost port. What on earth? I just want to... Huh. Rejoice, we can now capture local loopback. Message analyzer. Isn't this just Wireshark? Okay, message analyzer. Download from Microsoft. We're sorry, this download is no longer available. So, for context here, I'm trying to look at my localhost traffic, and it's it's very difficult because you can't just use Wireshark. So I'm trying to find alternatives for Windows. It seems like everything is just super old. So here we are. Wireshark, you loop back on Windows. Starting from Windows 7 and cap is not updated. Oh my goodness. The list of capture interfaces. Okay, here. Capture options. Manage interfaces. Pipe. Add. What's a pipe? Cancel. Whoa. Local pipe path. This version of Wireshark does not save remote settings. Huh. Is there seriously just no way to do this? NP cap. Oh, look at that. Windows 11. Oh, okay. Huh. Is this like an actual thing? This seems a little sussy. NPCap, GitHub. Okay, sure. It's a real thing. Yeah. Download here. NPCap installer. Sure. Sure. What? Wait, didn't we already download this? Yeah, we downloaded this with yeah, with the thing. With Wireshark. Help. How do I use it with NPCap then? Read more here. Okay. Oh man, it's late. And the screen is bright too. Let's make the screen darker. Oh, the screen's already darkest it can go? No, we're good. Alright, we can go one step. That's nuts. Really? You gotta do this? Oh, and it gives you like the PCAP files. I remember PCAP files. Okay. Yeah. But that probably wouldn't work with localhost, because the localhost, like, does it at the DNS level, I bet. Darn. Or, like, it might loop back at the DNS level. Who knows? I certainly don't. Okay, let's try this. William. Okay, no, actually, I think, yeah, I'm just off my rocker. Oh. Where is it? C tools? Docs. Installation. How to use it. Yeah, this way. Cop. Oh man, why do my eyes hurt? Do. William, 1 shot, 2 shots. Ooh. Alright, install latest Wireshark. Where is it? Huh? Oh, adapter for loopback traffic capture. Whoa! I think that's what we want, actually. That's cool. Capture filters. Options. So what if we just disable everything? Promiscuous. What does that mean? What if I just want to disable these? What is promiscuous mode? So we just turn all these off, except for the adapter for loopback. Yep. Close, capture, start. Do you want to save? Continue without saving. Yeah. Why? No, that's not what I wanted. So now we go here. Load. Okay. Capture, stop. Now it's somewhere in here. Where are these black ones? TCP dump ACK. Well, it's weird because I'm streaming, right? Oh, cool. Now Firefox is freezing. Wonderful. I wonder if the stream is even working at all. Who knows? Let's see. Reload this page. Firefox is frozen. Beautiful. Why does it think it's frozen? It seems fine. Yeah, I don't know. Can we filter by destination? Oh yeah, how do you do this? Wireshark filter by destination. Why is Firefox crashing? Is Firefox not like whatchamacallit? Looks like OBS is still going. That's fine. That's good, actually. Yeah, here, let's open the stream on my laptop. Actually. Yeah, no, the stream's working fine. Display filters. So we want to filter out only the traffic, which is going to traffic, which is going to the scroll viewer. And to do that, we need to type in a special filter. And yeah, so let's do port 5000. No. Why is this being so slow? Just this filter here. What's the format for this filter? Yeah, display filter. Display filter. Yeah. What are all of these? Let's just close these. Why are all these tabs having a bad day? Why does this think I have -1 viewers? That's depressing. I just want to. Why is this document even so confusing? I just want to filter by port. Why is Firefox being so slow? Wireshark filter. Whoa. Wireshark filter by port. Close that. Close that. Yeah, maybe the scroll viewer is being unhappy. Yeah, tcp.port equals that. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Okay, back to Wireshark. There. Enter. Nothing. What? What? But I ran this like many times, right? This request is still ongoing. Yeah. None of this makes any sense. Well, yeah, no, it really doesn't. I still don't get why it's a different file size sometimes. I think it's because there's a header being put in front of it, but I don't know, and I can't use Wireshark to tell me. So, yeah, things are rough. I'm really suffering over here. Stop the server. There. Load. Move this over here so I can watch it. Yeah, these are all failing. These are all also failing. Close. Let's refresh this page. Taking advice from Lady Macbeth. Oh, William, 1 shot, 2 shots, whoever you are, just hold me tight. I lost my love, my life. Oh, there it works fine. Why did it work fine there? Alright, just more random things. Alright, then start capture, start capturing, continue without saving. Load, 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 load. Stop. Okay. Let's view what we captured. This is what we captured, and a lot of this is like the live stream. Yeah. It's gonna be, obviously it's gonna be hard to find a lot of this manually, right? That's like, what's this? Again, I think this is YouTube. This is also only 5 seconds, which is funny. Can you sort? Oh, you can sort by destination. That's cool. Well, the destination here is itself. Right, is the machine. Oh, which is actually that's probably my IP. Here, let's look over here. Yeah, that is my IP. So it is to this, and then we need the port. Oh, yeah, we can sort by length actually. Can you sort by destination and by length? How big is this? What's 56 cubed? Yeah, it's way bigger than all of that. So the fact that this wasn't even identified is quite concerning, right? Let's go capture, start, continue without saving. Load, 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 load. Yeah, load, 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 load. Stop capture. Sort the captures by length. And yeah, it's just not here, I don't think. Yeah. Oh. No, this is still like silly. Is that my gateway? No. What is? What's 142? I think that's YouTube. Whatever takes my stream. Why are those bigger? I don't know. But it's still way smaller than what we expect. My scroll request, J. Carlson, add a filter. Yeah, okay, so the size of it alone should be enough to see it, because the request is really big. It's 56 times 56 times 56 bytes. It's this cube of bytes. So I think my Wireshark sniffing of my local host traffic is messed up. And apparently that's like some horrible thing in Windows where it's like some, what's the MTU of Ethernet? Gosh, making me look up these acronyms. I have no idea what Michigan MTU networking meaning. Maximum transmission unit. Oh, you're saying it gets chunked because packets. Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah. That's actually like definitely true. In which case you should filter it by a port. So tcp.port equals 8000. Yeah, there's nothing there though. UDP, is it UDP that it is? No. Yeah, 1500 bytes or so. Yeah, something like that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, because like these are all like, yeah, right. But even then, these are like, this is 29,000 bytes, right? What's going on there? My guess is that this is mostly part of the YouTube stream that I'm sending out, right? And that's like just cluttering up everything, even if I'm capturing this local host data at all. But I don't think I am. I don't think I am because if you filter by port 8000, nothing comes up. Maybe if we filter by port 5000, which is the source. This is like a layer. Are you attached to your loopback adapter? Yeah, this is what I was saying. So if you go to options, yeah, it's the only one I have enabled is my loopback adapter. And this came installed default with my with Wireshark, which I installed 5 minutes ago. But there's all these other ones, and I don't even know. Like I have Tailscale, which is a VPN, but that's not even connected, so that's not the problem. if you have any guesses, Jay, I would be extremely grateful. But the real problem is that I'm, sending an HTTP request for this 3D array, and it's just a NumPy array, which I'm like just serializing in, this super trivial manner. Here, not here, here. Okay, so yeah, we don't even want that. Just this. This is how I'm sending it. Is I'm making this like binary stream. It's like it works most of the time, but then like 1 out of 10 times randomly, the JavaScript side where it loads this and then puts it into the WebGPL texture array says it's bigger than it should be. Like the response is bigger than it should be, or the data of the response is bigger than it should be. And it's like bigger by like 70 kilobytes. And the amount that's allocated is always correct. It's always the exact number of voxels. It's always X size by Y size by Z size, as it should be. But the thing it's trying to put in there is like bigger by like 70 kilobytes. And I don't know what those 70 kilobytes are. I think it's something either weird with the browser, or I think it's like some headers that I'm like not like taking out, right? And it's like including like optional headers. But I don't know. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, which is kind of a recurring theme with this whole project here. Let's go back here, there. Okay. So like here, it like works. Like that. All fine and dandy. The gradient does not work, which is like the third bug. So here, gradient load. Will this work? See, here's the error. Oh, wait, no, this error is just an error. Here, yeah, this is like an actual 500. Name point is not defined. So yeah, no. Are you attached to your loopback adapter? Whom weird on your right adapter? I don't know what you mean. Okay, so yeah, so we were actually getting a real error here, where oh yeah, point is not known. Yeah, point is not there. Yeah, okay. And then the server is running again. Good. Load. Okay. So this is a very simple for loop where you loop through it and you just say this layer here is just a linear gradient, as expected. Okay, so, and it's not a linear gradient here. It's like super messed up. And if you like make this not a cube, it gets even more messed up. But it's not just a row major, column major thing. If you switch it row major and column major, it rotates by 90 degrees, as you would expect, but nothing else happens. Okay, so I'm fighting like 3 layers of bugs here, 4 if you count cores. Back to Wireshark. So here, this is the one interface I'm looking at, right? Manage interfaces. There's all of these. And this one here, the loopback, I think is the right one, right? But I don't know. Okay. Right, and then you have all these, and then you're just looking at 127001. Seems correct to me. Maybe if we try requesting from 127001 here, that'll help. 127.0.0 0.1. Cool. Load. There, it works. Cool. So now if we go to Wireshark, capture, start, no interface selected. What? They're all selected. What are you talking about? Okay, I need to do that. No interface selected. Options. How are they? Oh, cool. Oh, it worked. I don't know why it worked that time. Oh, I think it's because well, the change I made here was I changed my request to be 127.0.0.1 instead of it being called localhost. So my guess is that like localhost like grabs it at like the Windows DNS level and throws it back even before it like gets to like whatever this thing's looking at. But it worked. So we can look at this GET request. This seems like this is the request. GET, where's the response? Oh yeah, here. And here it's just like, yes. So this is what I'm talking about. There's some like header here, and I don't know what this is. Might be IPv6. You can see the TCP. Sorry, they say TPC a lot at work, so I'm used to that. TCP segments are getting reassembled. Is that what this is? Oh, okay. So you're sending a bunch of TCP packets, and then at the end you're saying, okay, and now I've got all these TCP packets. Here's an HTTP response that you can form. Very cool. That's like the 7 layers of internet or whatever, where like the bottom one is like, the bottom one's like a wire, and the top one is like, I don't know, an iPhone. Cool. But this, I think, is what might be tripping me up. So this is like, what? Family, explicit congestion notification, total length, identification, fragment offset, TDL, protocol, header checksum, sure, source port, destination port, sequence number. So is this actually something? Sure. Okay. And then and then just segment data. And this is going to be big. This is actually going to be, what on earth? Well, this isn't what we would expect either. Right? Because the data we're looking at here, right? This is and that got messed up too. That's another bug. See how there's the like horrible dithering in front of it? Like that like sometimes appears, and I thought I fixed it, but I have not. And there's like all these problems with it. But okay. So this the reassembled TCP. Yeah, this is kind of what I would expect to see. Yeah. This is what you want. Okay, so it's HTTP 1 200 server date, content disposition, content type, content length, cache, date, access. Yep. Or variety, connection closed. Yeah, and then you just get your zeros, your ones, your twos, and so on. Yeah, go to HTTP display. Wait, what do you mean? Am I in the right display? This seems like the right display to me. And there's also like a 20-second delay. Is there dead stuff at the end? I mean, it's F's at the end, like you would expect, right? Because it's going like it's a gradient from low to high. So this seems correct, but okay, I'm looking at the TCP, which makes sense because it says reassembled TCP. But here, this is HTTP, right? But like this is an HTTP request, right? Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, expand this. Yeah. This is correct. But if you look at this payload here, right? This is correct. This is what we want to be seeing here. You've got your header at the front, and then it's like literally 56 times 56 of zeros, then 56 times 56s of ones, and then twos all the way up to 255, like you would expect to see. And actually, it's not zeros, ones, and twos. It's 0 to 255 with 56 steps. So this is what you expect to see. But sometimes it like messes up. So let's save this. File. Oh, it's still running. Yeah, we don't want that. File, save. We're not going to save it to documents. Let's make a new documents folder. Call it Wireshark. Correct cube save. Okay. Now we're going to start capturing again. And then we're going to keep like loading here until it messes up. So if we like go to like 55 or whatever, load. Yep, now we see the error. It's saying offset size. Oh, this is a different error. This is different than what I'm used to seeing. The usual error I see is up here. The desired upload requires more bytes than was given. But this one is a whole nother error I don't even know about. Yeah, so this is like a failure mode I expect to see, given the other bugs. 40. Load. Offset plus size must be less than the size of the existing specified image. Yeah, see, this is where things get weird and I don't understand them, or understand why things are happening. So don't understand. All right, stop recording. We'll look at this bottommost response. So this is what? We're expecting it to be 56 by 56 by 40. How many bytes is that? 56 by 56 by 40. 125440. Yeah, this is like 125. Yeah, it's like 400 bytes more. Sure. But you get this. Yeah, but like this seems marginal, right? This seems correct. So I think I need to put another layer of abstraction on top of this, and not send in like literally just take the response header and like cut that off and like just like throw that into my texture. I think, and this has been inevitable, but I think I need to like start like wrapping it in a JSON object or something, and not just like sending it as plain text. I think that's the correct move. But then it's like, if I'm gonna parse it in JSON and JavaScript, is it gonna like make a protobuf or flatbuf? This is nothing. This is worse than you think it is. I'm being less sophisticated than you think I am. I don't know what a flatbuf is. If you just mean like this is just like a thing of bytes. This is not protobuf. This is literally just like the receiver knows what shape it's supposed to be in, so it just takes the like bytes and like reshapes it. Oh yeah, I should use protobuf, but I'm not that smart. What's flatbuf? Is that like cooler? Here, I'm looking on my other laptop that I use to read chat here. Flatbuf. Flat buffers. Is this just like oh cool, 0 copies, so it doesn't do the exact thing I was worried about. Very nice. What's the difference between protobufs and flatbufs other than them being like different like libraries or whatever? It's much faster. Woo! Okay, yeah, let's use this. But is it good for sending 150 megabytes of 3D arrays? Is that okay? I made a benchmark in Python. Python flatbuf. Flatbuf send very large array. The storage format for large arrays. I mean, it sounds like you have issues with your wire working, right? No, I think so my Wireshark is working correctly now, thanks to you. My Wireshark works correctly, but like I think something's getting inserted into like the HTTP, and that's like causing me to interpret my data incorrectly. I think if I switch to another layer of abstraction, that one problem will go away. Like your pipe that sends bytes. Yeah, I think I'm parsing it on the receiving end incorrectly, is what I think is going on. And I think it's because my either HTTP headers are changing or something. I mean, I can send you the whatchamacallit, source code if you want. These are fun too. But if we like look at my code here, the headers look good. It had exactly the number of bytes you were talking about. No, it had. Actually, yeah, wait. Actually, let's think about this. Ooh! Yeah, that seems concerning. So this is my data section. I expect it to be 56 times 56 times 40, and I don't think it's that. 56 times 56 times 40. 125440. I expect this to be 125440, and it's actually, how do you know the length of this section? Whoa, that's kind of cool. How do you know the length of a section? It's 125823 minus 384. Let's type that in. I saw 125440 in there. Where? Yeah, 125440. So, so maybe I'm parsing. Yeah, no, it's right here. Sorry, there's a delay. Like it's right here. Yeah, content length 125440. So that's correct. So it's correct in the Python. So the JavaScript is effed up. Let's look at the JavaScript. JavaScript is also like my least favorite part of this, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe since it's just such a great ecosystem. Yeah, this. On progress response type array buffer. Oh, let's console.log the size of that. I'm sleepy. Select volume. Load volume. Volume 0. Now, what is this anyway? Oh, that thing. Huh. Data buffer. I don't get that. Taking advice from William, one shot, two shots. So yeah, just print. Cool. yeah, here's the problem. So here we expect to be 560 by 560 by 477. That, which ends in 7200. 7200. And it's still throwing an error. Man, JavaScript. Yeah, it is. And so there's like 50 different like volumetric renderers on the internet, right? And I like started with one of them for this project just so I had like shader code to go off of, right? But like some of the way that like it's structured is like, oh man. And I haven't like gone through and like fixed it because I've just been trying to add new features. So yeah, I've been having a good time. But this buffer length is correct, but it's still not like loading the freaking data, right? So it's saying offset size must be less than the size of the existing specified image. Gyra's instance. Yeah, here. Oh, is it like an I don't want to know. I don't want to know why this is. Let's try chat. Oh wait, is there like, do you actually specify an offset? So I think this is like where a lot of the stuff goes wrong. Yeah, this. Like, there's no offset here. Whoa. One 4958. Yeah, 149. What's the problem? I need to get food too. Let's open. Okay. I'm gonna have to run here soon. But what are these bytes? Are you using it higher level crap? It's okay, Jay. I appreciate it. This is literally just a NumPy array that I converted to bytes. It sounds like your wire is working. Yes, the wire is working. But how I'm like processing and serializing the bytes is that my plan is to have some backend server where I like do all my like NumPy and like PyTorch data processing. And then I package it all up in low resolution for the user to see. And I send the user a 3D NumPy array. And then they display that 3D NumPy array using the displayer that you're seeing here or should be seeing here. And the way I'm like packing the bytes up is extremely rudimentary. And the way I'm unpacking the bytes is also extremely rudimentary. And I can send you the GitHub link. But it's literally just this. This volume, which is just an ND array, and then just binary stream.write. And that's probably not right because it clearly is not working. So if you have any, I guess, yeah, you already suggested the flat buff. Does that work with like giant 3D arrays? Like these arrays are like 150 to 200 megabytes. How are you unpacking them? Yeah, that's the messed up part. So you load it here, and you say it's a uint8 array, and then you just throw the uint8 array into a 3D uint8 texture that you've allocated in WebGL memory. You reply, oh my god, that will never work. Well, usually it does work, but you just need to, well, not usually, but like it worked before. Like you saw the stuff getting loaded and stuff. Right? Like if you tell WebGL to allocate something, it's not going to allocate something of a different size, but that's the error I'm getting, right? But it's if I go to like my graphics layer and I say allocate me a texture of size 56 by 56 by 56, it's never going to allocate something 56 by 56 by 57. Computers are more precise than that. So theoretically, this should work if you know how big your array is, which you do, because the request for the array originates from the client. I imagine NumPy's array will have all sorts of padding and other weird stuff depending on what you're doing. Yes, that is my intuition. Like it could just be that like there's like new lines getting inserted, right? Like literally like a carriage return character. So yeah, my guess is I need to serialize this better. So if flatbuff will serialize this in a way that like makes sense. For example, 4-byte or 8-byte alignment. Yeah, that seems plausible. Because I'm not putting any effort into alignment here right now. And that's what this is warning me about. Is if I copy paste this error message into ChatGPT, which I already did, it says I think it is, yeah, the offset. So it's probably like byte alignment. Does it always work with multiple of 4, multiple of 8 stuff? I mean, I don't know. Usually the stuff I load is of size 560 by 560 by 477. 477 is not a multiple of anything, I don't think. Yes, 56 by 56 by 4 is alignmented to 4 bytes, but not 8 bytes. Yeah. This is what I need to think about. So how do you think I should serialize this? How do you think I should align it? You know, I could like so I think alignment could be screwy for when you send it over the wire and decode it, but I think that when I start pushing it into the WebGL stuff, that can be of any arbitrary size, right? Because I can allocate a texture of any size. Like that seems like no problem, right? But I think that when you serialize and deserialize, it's going to get really screwy, as we're seeing. Man. Okay, let's figure this out. Sounds like you need a JavaScript NumPy pickle library. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, this says make it a no. Pickle. Pickle. Python. Pickle. The pickle module is not secure. Well, neither am I. The pickle module implements binary protocols for secure. JS pickle. Python np array. Save NumPy array using pickle. You use NumPy save NumPy load. Serial np array. Pickle dumps. js load np file. Read npy files. Woo! The loop creator style of doing things would be walk through your NumPy array in Python. Walk through the NumPy array in Python. And copy to a flat byte buffer. So you mean, oh, you mean like loop through it row by row or something. Yeah, that would be a very me way of things. And then you can just undo it in JavaScript. Yeah. Yeah, that seems... The other thing is there's no external dependencies. Right, if you do that. Loop through it row by row. That's extremely slow, though. And I'm actually trying to be fast with this. I don't know. Read npy files. Whoa, what if we do load np file from URL? JS load read matrix. Loop, yeah. This is gross. And then how do you, oh, that's so slow though. I want to find something clever that you can use to like deserialize a NumPy file in JavaScript. But I also need to go get Panda, which closes soon. So I, JSD read np array. This seems extremely big. Huh. Good luck. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. 3 people watching. Why are 3 people watching me? Oh, man. So, what about that Czar everyone keeps talking about? Czar JS. JavaScript implementation of Czar. Chunk compressed n-dimensional arrays. Down. Ask ChatGPT. Yes, I have been. I actually have been. I use ChatGPT way too much. Is this the Mashi Levy? I probably pronounced that incorrectly. I'm sorry. Are you the one working on Volume Annotator? zlib. Paco. No, he's a different bloke. Oh, that's okay. Paco. Why Paco is cool. Cool. zlib is just for zipping. Zlib has nothing to do with serialized. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, comprise, which is optional. Send the binary data. Yes, yes, yes. We are familiar with this. Move into code the binary data in JavaScript. Receive. Yep. Convert the binary data to a typed array. I've done all of this though. And create a WebGL 3D texture. Yes. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. But I'm gonna like think about it as I drive. So thank you, Jay, and everyone else for tuning in. I might stream again tonight if I'm really up for it. We'll see. But until next time, gotta run. Good luck. I gotta run too, believe it or not. Yeah, my YouTube Recs. Who wants to look at those? How do I stop? How do I stop the stream? How do I stop? Oh, I stop it from OBS.